This is the screen you'll first see when you log in. This is the dashboard. There's a lot of great information here. You can click on mentor information to find the email address of your mentor. This is our little sample student, Pluto Dog, but his mentor is David Kennedy. So a lot of the teachers have the booking meetings right here as well. And the other thing they have is their hours. This is the hours that they are in the school. So that can be something to check out. If you're having a problem with a specific class, you can definitely come in during those personal office hours. For all of your classes, the same information is there under course information. So there's a lot of different ways to contact each of the teachers. You can click these links underneath to email the teacher directly or copy-paste the email into your personal account. All of our teacher emails are their last name at mewebacademy.org. All right, so that's the course information. Now, to see your students' progress, the academic snapshot is one of the best ways to do this. It will say stuff like one assignment ahead or on pace, or start listing how many assignments behind they are in that class. Now, if the class says like 30, 40 assignments behind, that's probably some sort of error, unless it's getting close to the end of the semester. But usually it will hopefully say on pace for as many of these as possible, or even some assignments ahead of pace. Remember, the pace is just a suggestion. So being off pace really is just delaying the end of the course. It's not failing so much. But it can be confusing that the grade can show a really good grade possibly, and the student can have not done anything recently. If they're behind pace with a good grade, that means that that's not really their grade because they've missed a few assignments. They can absolutely go back and do those assignments, but it is important to stay on pace. You can also see the number of zeros here. You want it to be red. That means there's not very many zeros. That's kind of just a little quirk of the system. Another way to check in on what they've been doing is the student activity page. Now this one's empty at the moment. Pluto Dog hasn't been very busy. But if we show activity for the last 2 months, we can see a bit more. We can see exactly how many minutes were spent on which days. This is probably our teachers logging in to check things out. But you can see broken down by subject how long has been spent every day. And if you'll remember, we want a lot of these to say 180 minutes total for the day. Every school day, Monday through Friday. So getting those assignments done is very important. So it's not just the hourly as well. So you'll want to keep track of both. Now, certainly if they're not spending enough time, this would be the first thing we look at. And if they're not spending even an hour a day, we certainly know that that's the start of the problem. But sometimes students log in and don't do much, so it's also important to check out the academic snapshot and make sure that you're on pace as well. The suggested pacing tab is going to show how many assignments you need to do each week to stay on pace for each course. And that's going to there'll be extra assignments as you get behind in the course. This is going to redo the math if your student is behind, and say how many assignments you now need to do to finish by the end of the semester. So that's some of the most important areas for parents to check out. There's also a grade book that can show how many assignments are done, what the current grade is, and what's going on with it. And you can see some of your past grades as well for Pluto Dog. And they will actually list each assignment for a given course. If you select a different course up here, you can actually see the assignments for that course and the grades that they've gotten on them. So if there's a bunch of zeros inside of here, they probably have been allowed a retry on those assignments and they didn't do them correctly. Now, to go into the courses real quick, you have to go on the home page dashboard and click on one of these links. And you can check out a very detailed version of the gradebook here. I'm sorry, that was logged in as me as the teacher. Here, I'll click on this again. So you'll see a very detailed report if you click grades on the actual course. So clicking grades will pull up all of the assignments and grades. So if you see this 0 with this blue arrow, that means a retry has been allowed. And you can actually click on that and it will give you the details. It will give you the teacher comments and what the teacher said about this assignment and why it's a 0 and what you need to do differently to get it turned in for some good credit. This means the assignment's been turned in and hasn't been graded yet. And then, of course, the grades all show the details as well if you click on them. The other way to go inside the course when you click on it and find the details is to click on the assignment and to click Details down here in the corner. And that will show exactly how you did. This one says, "That'll do, pig, that'll do." A little Babe reference in there. That was just because this is the fun student. But that's what's going on with checking out some of your students' information. And we really love for you to be involved because we need our students doing their work every day at home. We don't always get an opportunity to make sure that that's happening, but we really want your help. So best of luck this year at the Web Academy, and hope to see you soon.